of the open fields west of Fishing Camp.
Oh, and a flip from Roth. Will he recover? Nope, kind of. Oh, just into the arms of BB Team and a doozy. So unfortunate for Roth.
Yeah, that was just, he was waiting to go down effectively. Once you get out of that car, the entire firing squad is there ready and waiting. And good timing for them too, because they have Cerberus on the other side, but I guess Flood made it easy for them to get those kills as the helicopter car now is about to take off.
And meanwhile, Tiamba just with such a strong position as they took this Fishy Camp all pretty much from the start of the game. Yeah. And they have all that coast to work with. The only team they really do have to worry about will be the Expendables, as now Cerberus and BB Team cross paths.
A big fight for the eastern corner of this circle. Falcons and Cars could potentially look to pull up. Petrichor could look to do the same. We'll see who comes out victorious. Here's a doozy. It's the first one to fall. Dogmai's well-placed blue zone nade. It's going to get him down, but we stall for a little while longer. It's yet another nade. Comes lopped on through. Yet another one down for BB Team.
And Himas with that P90, an absolute raid boss now coming in to finish the job. They do have a knock currently on BB Team, so Bestalok will be down. The other three members still inside. That's going to be a flush and a finish. And Himas, of course he gets it.
P90 wins all day, every day. A doozy now on his own, has to try and do something. Blindside Sagi, caught in the middle of the open, does go for the flush, just secures some extra points. He will get one down, will get Zalolsi knocked as well, but I believe the rest should come through. No one seems to be looking to try and clean up this fight on the southeast side.
And a clean recovery there from Cerberus as they only lose one member.
Petrichor and TSM sat dead center, but it might fool you a bit because there's not a whole lot to play there. They're in the open, they're in dips. If there's a mortar or two on any of these compound teams around, that could be both Petrichor and TSM down in seconds.
So now with Cerberus given a little bit of time to recover, Himas, though, as I say that, will go down. And so this is a 4-on-2 Day Trade making the push in. They've been so consistent today. The decision-making, the macro, and their team fights have been immaculate.
Oh, yeah. Definitely have to see if Cerberus can stand strong. Just 2 players left alive against this aggressive Thai team. All teams are on this side. Nice swing on the side, finds the first. Dogmai able to get Belmont the return. Will get the flash on Minotaur, but it's not going to be enough. Day Trade comes out victorious at the loss of a player, sure, but they will take that every day of the week. Valentine, in the meantime, pulling up on FaZe Clan here. Able to get the first 2. Solid performance from them. Does take casualties in return, though.
And FaZe Clan are also going to have to contest with Day Trade. Once they recover, that's realistically their only path in, as Tiama now moving up that coast. But Kwangdong Freaks, meanwhile, are just comfortably taking this fight to the Expendables, which actually might give the signal for Tiamba to finally move in on the north.
And this is what I was talking about before. Yes, they're sat in the circle center, but if you don't know the topography of this area of Tego, you're not aware that just because you have a circle center doesn't mean you're going to come out victorious. TSM, though, doing what they can right now to try and make sure that no one's going to be able to pull up on their position. As Delwyn here, a few parting shots towards the last couple of players from Fricks. In the meantime, Danoa is up to try and swim across, as we now see Sir T, we talked about the revenge earlier, able to take down Anonix, and he will be the only player to know that all of Danoa is in the water. So there might actually be more.
It's always a snake, Toby. It's always a snake that is the downfall of our teams, especially a full 4-man. It's almost assured that a snake or a rat will take at least 1 or 2 of your members. And so, yes, you're absolutely right. Sir T is the only one that knows that Danoa is swimming. And so, why not at this point just go for the kills if you can?
Now, Lin Shu heard the shots fired on the northern side. Does he put 2 and 2 together, though, and think, wait, what if the rest of the team is in the water? He's going to go for the car. The timing won't be there for Danoa to pull up on him. But does he hear anything? No, he does not. This could be absolutely horrendous for Tianba if not one of them swings around. They have no reason really not to believe that they have no one behind him, but this is scary. Did he hear something?
No, maybe
he must have heard something now.
He's actually moving towards them right now. The shots will come out. Linshu will go down, and so there it is. The opening volley will find success for Danoa as they're now moving and approaching here towards Tiamba. Nades coming out as well.
Yep, low-key, trying to fight more, but look at the blue damage coming in. He shot from the side as well. Sir T will not give up on this fight this second as well, as he is helping in taking out all of Danoa. You might have killed my teammates, but I'm gonna take you down with me.
And best case scenario, at the very least, he gets 2 kills for his effort. And he outlives them.
What an effort. He's still shooting. He wants more. He wants to try and see if he can take down some Chamber players too. Finds one, but that's going to be all she wrote. What a valiant effort, though, from Sir T, Mr. T, able to take down a few before he eventually falls in 10th.
And now as we focus our attention towards the south side of the circle, it's actually going to be the Sonics starting to approach there on that position of TSM. But don't forget about Ferris. He is still there, proned out, waiting for an opportunity, if one presents themselves, for a third party to maybe make something of this fight between TSM and Sonics that's about to happen.
3 solos left alive. Na'Vi, Valentine, 17, all clinging on the hopes of single players. And, well, right now, it's only Xiaobei who is properly inside the circle. Ferris is prone round in the corner, and Kiss still has this rotation left to make. Purdy, alongside TSM, sat again, dead center, but here's the first snake, and instantly it's dealt with.
So Tiamba will actually have a nice little spot to play here, mainly because of all those crates that does drop. So that's going to be much needed cover and an otherwise very open circle here, Toby. They're going to run out of room very soon, and so it looks like Tiggleton will finally spot Ferris, one of the solos, but he stays alive.
I'm still concerned, though, because look at where Sonics are now positioned. They have to dip the TSM plate before, and TSM should be able to go back and try and take the fight to them once more, should they want to, whenever Freaks opt to peek on over.
But as you said, the Expendables just taking shot after shot, hurting these teams closer together as Salute will find a nade onto Kickstart, and I'm not sure, they should actually be able to get him up, but with the onslaught of utility, Tig might think twice of going for that.
I mean, Freaks has to push forward. They have been up on the northern side. He knows he's holding off the entirety of Petrichor on his own. You have to try and make a play here if you're Salute and Heaven, but they simply can't breach through. Yes, you have a doable 1v2 against the Sonics, but you're also exposed to the rest of the server when you crest over that hill.
And while all of this is happening, look at Purdy Curdy all the way on the east side. He's actually taking so much space as Tiggleton with a huge double.
What a timing from Tig, realizing the nades were locked on over. They might back off. He peeks through the smoke and instantly able to take down 2. Kick will be dealt with, but that is a very, very nice reset for Sonics as they also get the circle down towards the south.
And KDF is down to just being as TSM now with the opportunity to attack. They finally see the opening here, but can they get anything off of it? That dip still hiding Sonics, giving them a little bit of a chance to survive.
This is where Petrichor usually gets dangerous. They're 4 alive in the end game. They've been quiet up until this point, but if they can deal with Expendables towards the north, they can flex out and start playing really, really good. Petrichor PUBG. Chewy peeks around the corner of the smoke, finds the first one. Needs to fall back, though. It's dangerous to be out there on your own.
And you know Petrichor wants to get rid of the Expendables. They've been trying to flex out this entire time, trying to get kills, trying to get knocks, put some damage on the field. But the Expendables have just been completely obnoxious towards them, and so finally they get the chance, the opening to get rid of them and start to play this field.
Also, I mean, kudos to Expendables for having been able to suppress Petrichor Road for this long. That's the part of the reason why they only have 1 kill so far. Now, though, angles are starting to be opened as they're forced to take this fight to the north. Chewy, caught with a smoke in hand, didn't really seem like he knew what he wanted to do with that push. The rest of the team weren't quite there, and Tanbu finds one as TSM once again starts to look towards the northwest.
And Petrichor was finally looking comfortable after they got a knock of the Expendables, but TSM, the way they've been flexing out on this has been so impressive. They've taken complete control of the circle as Tanbu will be the last one left alive, and the Expendables will fall.
Sparking able to claim a double. Solid shots from him. Look at what happened once Expendables pushed down south. Look at where Purdy repositions himself. We've been critical about him trying to flank out, being caught in the open, but this 2-1-2 split that TSM has got going right now is picture perfect. Only thing here is, Luke, you're in a 1v2 duty against Sonics. It's not going to be easy.
No, it's not going to be easy, but I just love the confidence for TSM to come out, spread this way. Another 10 kills. How many games are they going to break double digits? This has been such a masterclass from them.
Definitely impressive to see this American team stepping up here in the grand finals. 1 nade lopped on over is all that's going to be needed as Summer finds Bean as we make our way into our last 3 teams left alive.
So yeah, Purdy wisely needs to make it back towards his team. The damage has been done. He's herded the teams that needed to be herded and corralled into each other very effectively, but now they get dead center once again. And so this becomes the challenge though, Toby. They have to defend against 2 duos who could attack at different times. If 1 knock is found, especially on Purdy, that starts to spell disaster for TSM.
I was just going to say, is center actually what they want? in this scenario. Would they rather be able to use the four-man advantage, just flank one of the sides? From this position, there's practically no way that they get to be the team that third parties. They are going to be, as you say, Godspeed, attacked from both sides. So they have to split effectively a 2-2, and it looks like it's going to be Alo, Purdy on one side, Sparking and Luke on the other. They have to fend off against these two duos trying to take them down.
And the thing is, you alluded to it, it would be much wiser to try to take the fight as a 4v2, get rid of one of the duos, but the problem is, because of the way they're spread out, they can't actually reposition effectively.
Exactly. Attack one team and you can be damn sure that the other team will be looking right over the hill as soon as you start shooting. They're trying to buy time though. They know that both teams have to make their way in. They know they both have to come towards them. Ixlift, Petrichor, a bit of a hill still left to work with. Sonics have the same, but how much more cover is it going to grant you? I think Sonics are still going to be in. Should they be prone, they would be outside of vision for Luke as long as he doesn't play the top side of that rock. But now let's see Sparking, the spearhead on this one, the up-close player. Can he get an off angle on Tick as they're currently both looking towards Luke?
Yeah, and the problem here, as you stated, is the fact that Luke does have that upward angle by standing on that rock, and the Sonics aren't in. At the very least, you see that Petrichor has it in on the circle. They have something to play for the time being. Sonics do not.
Nope. Sure don't. Nate's now starting to come forward. Sparking, not so much damage done, but sound suppression and forcing them to back off as well, realizing that they're now within Nate range. Flash locked on forward as well, trying to buy more time, trying to stall, while the rest of the team is looking towards Petrichor. It's very, very difficult to be in TSM's position right now. Yes, they have the numbers, but they need to rally the troops properly.
And Luke will take a significant amount of damage, which opens a little bit of the door there for Tiggleton and Hwin to maybe make a push in, but no, Sparking is there. The cover is there. Beautiful stuff from TSM.
One down, H1 down to low HP. Now he's down and out, and now they know they have a 4v2 on their hands. This one has to be brought home, but look at their ammo count. They're down to low HP, down to low ammo as well. Ixlift finds Sparking. Alo, only 13 bullets, I believe, left in the gun.
And if anyone is going to make it happen for Petrichor Road, Toby, it's going to be Ixlift as Luke almost gets knocked by that grenade. And so now they are shifting towards Purdy. But Purdy, if he gets a knock, I'm not sure if they realize he's back at that off angle.
He needs to be so incredibly effective from there. Right now, the rest of the team is the bait, and Purdy, with the Grocer as well, is the guy to get things done. Alo prone down. They're committing to the rest. They don't want to go aggressive, while one is dedicating to try and keep their team alive.
Ixlift has no vest left, Toby.
Yes, just send it.
He's just completely naked there, and so body shots will easily get him down. Summer, meanwhile, on the left side, starting to bring his attention towards that rock, but no utility and a broken vest for him as well. But Summer will still find one.
What an off angle on the side of the smoke. Axel heard the footsteps, rally the troops over towards him, able to find the first one. Will get the flush onto Alo as well, but again, as soon as they crest through these smokes, they're caught in between this split of the TSM team. Spots him on the other side, Sparking, able to find the first. Sees Summer now as well. Headshot connected, Riley. First off, we'll see if he can somehow turn this around, but a 1v3 practically impossible, as Sparking will get the double. 13 kills for TSM as they claim a hard-fought ending here in Taco.
How many games have they just had these double-digit kills? TSM is coming to this event looking better than I think they ever have in the past.